George R. Martin on Elden Ring. Now, I will remind everyone that he is the guy who actually was consulted and worked on Elden Ring to make the world. So, that's a big deal.
I know that you've recently been a part of developing a video game, um, and it seems to me like it's sort of a natural fit for a fantasy fiction writer to work on a video game.
Pretty much, yeah.
How is that, different from what we know you for working on?
Well, it actually is considerably different. I've played some video games. I'm not a big video gamer, uh, but the game is called the Elden Ring, and it's a sequel to a video game that came out a few years ago called Dark Souls, and it came out of Japan. My work on it was actually done years ago. These games, they're like movies. They take a long time to develop. Basically,
Yeah.
they wanted a world created to set the game in. They wanted world building as
Yep.
a big factor in fantasy and science fiction. You know,
And what is your opinion? Did he succeed, or was it not enough? I think the answer is pretty obvious here.
talking about the characters and the plot, but the setting is almost as important as everything else. Tolkien's Middle Earth, Robert E. Howard's Hyborian Age, the Foundation universe of Isaac Asimov.
Oh, they butchered the Foundation so much in the adaptation.
Fairly detailed background for them. And then they took it from there. So, it's been several years since I've last seen them, but they would come in periodically and show me some monsters they designed or the latest special effects or the cool things. But the game has been very slowly developing, and now it's coming out in January, I believe. So I'll be as excited as anybody else to see
Man, it's
it.
been a long
the
time,
Game of
huh?
Thrones finale aired 2 years ago this spring. 2 years later, how do you look back and view that entire series, which became really a phenomenon?
Oh no! Was he gonna say it's exactly as I envisioned it? Oh no! What a question!
A phenomenon. It was the most popular television show in the world for a time.
Yep.
It won more Emmys than any other show in television history.
Pretty good.
Which is, those are both very exciting things, and I'm very pleased to be associated with it. And it also made me famous, which I have mixed
Cool.
feelings about.
He doesn't have mixed feelings about it. He actually enjoys the fame a lot, by the way. He does a lot of things as a famous person. I think he enjoys it a lot, and you can easily see that in the way he does things.
I think it was Bill Murray who said, if you dream of fame and fortune, try just fortune first. And there is something to say that. Fame is definitely a double-edged sword. But, Westeros, I've been writing stories about Westeros and the people who live there, the Seven Kingdoms, since 1991, since I began that. It's such a huge part of my life at this point. And
That's
now
30 years, by the way. That's a long time.
developing more shows for HBO. We have a new show, House of the Dragon, that's coming down the
Great
pike,
show.
filming right now in London and Cornwall.
Completely destroyed the rings of power, and justly so. It was great.
Over in England,
But I like how he completely dodges. Well, do you like how Game of Thrones ended? And he's like, it won a bunch of awards, and it's like, let's just not talk about that. Let's talk about other fun things. House of the Dragon, yeah, that's a thing. Working on that, real great stuff. Ending's probably gonna be different.
probably be on next spring, I guess. But then I'm developing other shows for that, so it's transformed my life,
Definitely.
for good or for ill. It is where I am, and I do love Westeros. I love telling stories about it.
What a man. All we can hope for is that he finally finishes the book. The book readers can be happy about their lives finally having meaning again. And that House of the Dragon Season 2 is going to be as good as House of the Dragon Season 1. Because Season 1 was absolutely amazing. And Season 2, I hope, is going to be as good. Like, subscribe, and comment down below.